Welcome, Blue Diamond KC Council Geha.
Well, I'm super excited to be here with everyone tonight. And as we get started, I would ask that for the next 30 minutes, you clear all distractions. The message that you're going to hear tonight quite likely could be something that's going to positively impact your life for years to come. And so we want you to take it seriously. Grab something to write on, grab something to write with. So at the end of our time together, you can go back to whoever invited you to be here and get your questions answered and talk about what's next for you. So as we jump in and get started, who we are and our mission of what we're creating is really important. And our mission is really to empower people to be a force for good and help to improve people's lives. And we do that through three ways: our culture, our products, and our opportunity with our business. And so tonight, it's really important that you answer for yourself kind of why you're here. There's three ways that you might be able to participate. One is someone that's really looking to improve their personal care, their quality of life and health as a result of being a consumer of our products. You may fall madly in love with our products and become what I call a stark raving fan and refer them left and right. And then you may be someone that's here that's looking to build a business that can be whatever you want it to be. So as we go through the content tonight, we're going to look at 5 key points. Market trends are really important because you need to find out where money's flowing in the market and then position in front of those trends with unique products and technology that are not Me Too products that can be purchased anywhere. The third point we're going to cover is who you pick as a partner, who you pick to align yourself with as far as company is key because of our industry and really what it stands for and what it's about. Then we're going to look at compensation. Is it going to be worth the time, energy, and effort it will take for you to build this as a business, and what's available to you as you go through that process? And then the last thing that we're going to talk about is timing. So as we jump in, we're going to start off with those market trends. And if you start to think about really where the trends are at in the market, social media is something that 15 years ago was not a conversation that was to be had. And while there was 6 degrees of separation, it's 1 to 2 degrees of separation now because we are literally connected all around the world. And for the most part, people want to look, feel, and perform their best and continue to get better with age versus going the opposite direction. Meanwhile, there's new technologies that continue to come into the marketplace that change the way that people live, many times for the better. And at the same time, how people are wanting to work or choosing to work is very different than it has been in years past. It used to be find one company that you can work with for your lifetime until you retire and hopefully have a great pension. And that's just not what it looks like anymore. More and more people are changing careers multiple times or working within multiple careers or having businesses of their own. And so those are really the trends that we're positioned in front of. And as you look at the demographics of each age group that's really entering into the marketplace, one of the largest sectors or segments called the millennials, which were born between 1981 and 2000, are ones that really want a flexible work environment where they can feel like they're making an impact and a difference from helping people and have some autonomy and work in a way that feels fulfilling. Yet there's still a demand, if you go into Gen X and baby boomers, to have those same kind of things. And you can see the percentages of people that really make up the workforce and where those trends are heading are perfectly positioned for a business like this. Now, our business is one that's not a regular brick and mortar business. And some of the largest companies that have emerged onto the scene in the world are not brick and mortar businesses either. And if you start to look at what the impact has been for these companies like TripAdvisor, Facebook, Uber, Airbnb, and Nu Skin, they've done this all through the cloud and being able to utilize social media platforms to make those connections and build businesses. And so when you think about the regular business risks that are associated with traditional business of owning brick and mortar, the capital it takes to do that, the employees that need to be paid to run it, and all of the overhead, Nu Skin offers a very unique business model that has a very low barrier of entry that is not like traditional business, yet has the power to create huge business like these other ones that you see here. And so what has Nu Skin done? Nu Skin is a distribution company. we have products that we take to the market. And how typical products get to the market is they'll go from the manufacturer, then advertising, marketing, promotion happens on those products, and the overhead to them having to be on a retail shelf where we go and purchase them. Every time that product changes hands, somebody takes a piece and a cut of that. Nu Skin's product gets to the market by relationships. It's people to people. And so we've cut out all of the middlemen in distribution, and we are the marketing and advertising for the company essentially, because we are the ones that are out there using the products, talking about the products, and connecting the people that want to purchase product to the company called Nu Skin to be able to do that. Meanwhile, there is a business system in place for people that are creating these distribution channels that take products to the market. And so now we're going to talk about what some of those products and technologies are. My background is, holy smokes, it's been 18 years now that I've been a clinical esthetician, though I haven't had my practice for close to 17 years. So I guess that would be much longer. I'm way older than I'm giving myself credit for, because I had that for 10 years. Anyhow, I've been a licensed esthetician for a long time. And when I was looking at this as a business, I knew products in and out, and I knew what differentiated them in the market, and that most of them were marketing that could not deliver results. And so as I did my due diligence and exploration into Nu Skin's products and technologies, one of the things that I was so impressed with was there was no pipe dream stories being sold. There was science that was validated, double-blind placebo clinical crossover trials to show exactly what the products were doing and the impact that they were making. Now, it was a little overwhelming, I'll admit, because there was hundreds of products in the product portfolio. However, over time, as I had experience with each one of those products, what the product was designed to do, my experience was that it delivered. Now, why is that important to the consumer? It's important to a consumer because consumers want results from the products they're using. Why is it important to you as a business person? If you're looking at this as a business, it should be important to you that there's credibility behind the products, that they are going to deliver a result, that there is scientific backing on them. And when you start to get into products and technologies that are patented and exclusive, it means it positions you to create a monopoly in the market. And if you're the only one that can deliver this product or technology, you're in a place where you can have a really great business. Now, what was really interesting to me as well is the product approach, which is targeting sources of aging in the body versus signs and symptoms. And Nu Skin's able to do that because of having this incredible team of over 75 plus scientists that work in research and development and product creation, along with this 6S process, which is, if you want to research that, and an incredible thing that you can learn about, that are creating distinct products and technologies in the market, not just the products of today, however, the products and technologies of tomorrow that are meeting the demands in the market and that haven't even come out yet. Now, one of our most recent technologies is this little handheld device called a LumiSpa. I look at it like this. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. Hopefully you're washing your face at least once a day, ideally twice. That's the esthetician in me talking. And there is no way that you will get as incredible of a cleanse or the anti-aging results from just doing a manual cleanse with your fingertips and some cleanser that you'll get with this technology called the LumiSpa. Now, it does a couple of key things. You'll notice that you get a really gentle exfoliation that happens that helps to remove dead surface cells. And when you do that, the radiance or the brightness in your skin, the glow of your skin improves. The second thing that it's doing is, as those heads rotate back and forward, they're creating a little pumping motion, which is helping to cleanse the pores. And when your pores are clean, they automatically appear smaller and smaller. When your pores are dirty, they will appear larger and larger because they have debris in them. And then the third thing that's really happening with the LumiSpa as you use it is that it's stimulating the growth of new tissue. Why is that important? Because all aging is that your body is breaking down faster than it can repair itself. So when you're able to stimulate the production of new tissue, that means you have an anti-aging treatment that you're getting every time you cleanse your skin. Now, We've been rated the #1 at-home device brand for 2017 and 2018 because our technologies are distinct and they create results. One of the things that I love about the features of the LumiSpa is the medical grade silicone head, which means it's completely antibacterial, antimicrobial, which is not true of other technologies that use bristles. So it's really in a category, in a class of its own. Now, results speak for themselves. Everyone always wants to know, well, what are the results and how does it actually work? And our products are amazing. We call them the difference demonstrated because you're able to look in the mirror and see what that product is doing. The best results that you will see using our products are when you use them consistently over a period of time. And that consistency over time, well, I'm about to turn 46 and I've been using the products for close to 13 years and I wouldn't trade a thing. I do not genetically age well on my own. However, the consistency of 13 years of Nu Skin's products, if you look at pictures of me before and you look Nu Skin products and you look at me today, I look better today than I did 13 years ago when I started using the products. At least that's what my husband says. So we're going to go with that. All right. Now we just launched this incredible new product line called Nutricentials. There's 3 key things that you want to know about this product line. #1, it's utilizing bioadaptive plant botanicals. What does that mean? That means that your skin has unique needs depending on the environment that you're in. If it's humid, if it's dry, if it's changing based on the seasons. And think about it, for your changing skin's needs based on the environment that you're in, bioadaptives mean that as long as you've applied them to your skin is getting exactly what it needs based on the environment that it's going into, the pollution that it's being exposed to, and what that environment is comprised of. So #1 are the bioadaptive plant botanicals that make this skincare line intuitive for exactly what your skin needs. The second thing is that it is worry-free when it comes to ingredients. The product line is cleaner than clean. So for those of you that are wanting to make sure that what you put on your skin is pure and good for you, I invite you to look at the ingredients list and be able to check the box yes. Now, along with that, the sustainability factor is key. So when the product packaging as well as the ingredient sourcing, sustainability is a really important foundation for this. Now, the third thing is that the product targets UVA, UVB, and infrared. Those 3 things are types of light rays, whether you get them from your monitor, from your computer or your phone or the sun and the environment. Those kinds of rays are breaking down the skin and aging you prematurely. So you have a defense system built in with the skincare line. If you have not tried it, my invitation to you is that you try it. I believe that you'll love it. Now, that is for the outside. We have a brand new set of products as well for the inside, where really you can customize based on your preferences of specific ingredients that you may want to be, or nutrients that you may want to be having more of or less of in your system, and really the ability to get what you need in a price point that is going to be equal to or less than products that you might get somewhere else that do not have the science and the efficacy that comes along with these products. Now, there's multiple entry points for how people get introduced to Nu Skin, our products, and our business. And some of those may be, if you're on social media, you may have seen people that are sharing our products. They're having great experiences with them. And as they're sharing them on social media and their experiences, it's creating curiosity and people are purchasing them. So our whitening toothpaste is a great example of that. Our Sunright Instaglow Tanner is another example of that, something that you may have seen or been introduced to Nu Skin in that way. Others of you may have had some kind of half-face demonstration or an experience with one of our facial technologies, whether it's the LumiSpa that we talked about or the facial spa, which is another one of those technologies, or products within our ageLog brand, the ones that are targeting gene expression and aging from the inside out. That may have been your introduction to Nu Skin, or maybe you're someone that's really focused on your health and well-being. And so you perhaps, maybe your first introduction to Nu Skin was our biophotonic scanner, which will non-invasively give you a nutrient measurement based on what you've put in your body over the last several weeks and your body's ability to absorb those nutrients. I love that technology because I was able to take my score from an F- to an A+ in 90 days utilizing the Pharmanex products. And maybe you're here for the first time because someone has said to you, listen, the world is changing, business is changing. You've got to be able to have not just a local business, however, one that can scale and go into different areas and different states and potentially different countries, and be able to do that without risk, and do that where there's proven business systems. And so maybe you're here tonight because it was an introduction to learn about a business. Regardless of what has brought you to Nu Skin, Nu Skin is this company that has been around for 35 years. Why is that important? That is important because our company sits in an industry called direct sales. And if you research the industry of direct sales, what you'll find out is that there's more than 60,000 different companies that have come into the direct sales space since the late 50s. And that 0.0018% of them make it long-term. This is a really important thing to know when you're evaluating a business. You want to make sure that it's going to be here in the future if you're going to invest your time, energy, and effort. And so the company that you're working with is a really important decision. There's lots of products you can get excited about in the direct sales space. However, the probability of those companies being around long-term is statistically low. Nu Skin has a proven track record. And I remember as a business entrepreneur, for the years that I was in business, the 10 years at the day spa and the 4 years in real estate as I was starting my Nu Skin business, thinking, you know, I've spent 14 years and I've built a good reputation and people trust me and I have credibility. And so I felt that much better about my Nu Skin business because at that point, Nu Skin had been in business for over 20 years and was a global company and was a publicly traded company and was one of the highest rated publicly traded companies that is on the New York Stock Exchange. And so I knew that as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, me working with the company Nu Skin could only take my reach and my impact to another level with a company that had created way more than I had ever created as an individual entrepreneur. And so you go do your research. Don't take anything that you hear here for face value. However, make sure that where you're doing your research, the research is valid. Go to the New York Stock Exchange, go to trusted, credible sources, because of course you can find anything on the internet, and just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's necessarily true. Now, here's one thing to think about, and one thing that I got really excited about is that Nu Skin being a global company means that the barriers of time and space go away. So imagine now with social media and the ability to work through social media and be connected to people all over the world means that as those people are purchasing products and building businesses of their own, you can have a business essentially that runs 24 hours a day, that continues to grow while you sleep, and that is not stopped by your amount of personal time, energy, or effort, because it's so much bigger than any one person. Now, Nu Skin's vision is to become the leading business platform globally, period, in any industry. And I believe that we're positioned to create that. One of the things that's really important for many people and was important for me is the culture. You know, what are the people about? What is this company really about? And Nu Skin won my heart from the very first moment I walked in the front door and had an experience at our global headquarters of the alignment of everyone that works on the corporate side of Nu Skin and the individual distribution partners, people like me that were coming in to visit the company with this culture that was really about being a force for good and giving back. And one of our founders of Nu Skin has been known to say that the purpose of a business is to create a profit, and the purpose of a profit is to change the world. And so built in our culture is a way to proactively be a force for good and change the world. There's many different programs you can participate in. However, the one with Nourish the Children is about being a solution to hunger globally, in a way that everyone can participate in being a part of that solution, which is really incredible. Now, we're going to move on to our fourth point, which is compensation. And compensation is important to learn how you get paid and how you progress through the compensation plan. So if you're looking at this as a customer, you're going to get a member account where you're going to have perks and be able to get the products and fall in love with the products. If you want to make money with this, you're going to become a brand affiliate and build a business. And so brand affiliate is a type of account that you get. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see it says share. And as a brand affiliate, you have the ability to make money in two ways. Number one, retail profit, which is the difference between the wholesale price and the retail price that is shared by the company. And then the second way that you're able to make money is there's small bonuses that are associated when you have customers that purchase product from you through the company. And so that is the brand affiliate. You're able to make some money as a brand affiliate. If you want to get paid the most for the work that you're doing, you're going to want to progress and become what's called a brand representative, which is our middle column. And as a brand representative, you'll not only get compensated on the people that you have personally introduced to Nu Skin as customers and other affiliates, you'll also now be able to be compensated on the customers that come from the affiliates that join you in the business, the brand affiliates that become part of your team and your organization. And so as you become a brand representative, you've positioned yourself to get paid the most amount of money in the compensation plan for the work that you're doing as your group starts to build and to grow. And so you still get the retail profit, you still get those sharing bonuses. However, now you get a 5 to 40% building bonus on top of that, which is from the monthly consumption of product. The only time we get paid is when people purchase product. Now, the back end of the plan is the leadership part of the plan. And this is where you work with and you help other people that also want to go from being brand affiliates to brand representatives. There's a qualification process to do that. And we're not going to get into the details of that here today. This is more of a high-level introduction. However, on the leadership part of the plan, this is where the brand representatives that you've helped become brand representatives are growing and flourishing their distribution organizations and working with other people to do the same thing. And as you progress through the different layers and levels of leadership with the company, of course, the income goes to match that. And so what we're going to focus on is the average monthly bonus that you see there. So at basic brand representative, it's an average of $545 a month. Now, why is that an important number? Well, that's an important number because when I was coming into the business back in 2008 and the economy was in the tank, an extra $500 a month would have meant that most people could have avoided bankruptcies and foreclosures. Don't underestimate the power of $500 a month to change someone's life. And yet, as you see on the leadership part of the plan, where you're helping other people become brand representatives and growing yourself and your organization, that the income associated with that goes up exponentially as you grow. The bottom line is you're going to create a distribution channel. The compensation plan is the roadmap so that whether you have a goal of making a few $100s a month or much more than that, there is a place for anyone that wants to build a business. And the great thing about our business is that it does not involve risk and it involves a lot of perks. So one of the perks of our business is that for doing the work of building the business, once you become a brand representative, you're in a position to qualify along with everyone that you work with that's brand representatives for 2 incentive trips per year until you reach the highest level of leadership, and then it's 3 trips per year. And those trips is the company investing in you and another person. They are 5-star trips to some of the most incredible places around the world. And if you have a desire to travel and have incredible experiences on someone else's dime called Nu Skin's dime, this is the investment they make to support you and your organization's success. Some of our fondest memories and travels have been all around the world with our Nu Skin family and our Nu Skin teams. And it's an incredible bonus and perk for doing what we do anyway, which is building the business. So your first step, if you want to get on a success trip, is you need to go from being a brand affiliate to becoming a brand representative. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is timing. And timing is really important. There's a couple of pieces about timing. There's personal timing, what's going on for you in your life and in your world right now. And that is that's totally personal. Only you can say what that is. However, I'm going to give you something to think about, and that's this. That is something I wish I'd known earlier in life. However, I learned it later. And I always say we learn things at the perfect time. Every 14.4 to 14.5 years, based on an average of 5% inflation, it means you need to double the amount of money that you're making to keep the same quality of life. I'm going to say that again. Every 14.4 to 14.5 years, based on an average of 5% inflation, you need to double the amount of money you're making to keep the same standard of life. So if you're 30 years old and you're making 50,000 a year, that means when you're 44, you need to be making 100,000 a year. And then when you're what's 44 and 14, 58, that needs to be 200,000 a year, and so on and so on and so on. That is not going to happen in a traditional W-2 platform for the average employee. And so that is where having a business like this and building a business like this positions you to create whatever it is that you want to create based on your goals. And we know that the market that we're in front of is demanding the products that we have, and it's demanding the opportunity of our business. A business that you can build from your home or your phone, wherever you're at in the world, as much or as little as you'd like, with support events that happen in person at our global headquarters outside of pandemic restrictions. So those aren't going on right now. There's Facebook groups where you can get daily training that happens live. And of course, a team of people that are there to support you. What I love about our business is there's no risk. And when you're looking at entrepreneurship, generally to start a business or be in business, there's a huge financial investment. And so with that, that could be a risk over time, right? If you want to get into real estate, you need to spend thousands of dollars to go to school and get your licensing and board dues. If you want to be a doctor, there's more than that. And so most of the time, entrepreneurship involves significant capital and significant risk. With our business, that is not the case. There's no sign-up fees, no membership fees, and no minimums on orders that are required. So you have literally a business that has the lowest amount of risk that you could possibly have while being able to create whatever you want based on your goals. So what is there to do next? I would invite you to get back to who the person that told you about tonight's call and talk about what's next for you. Maybe you want to start off using the products, in which case they'll get you set up with that product order and you can start your consumer experience. And then maybe you're in a place where you've just got a couple of questions you need to get answered so that you can get a personal strategy in place about moving forward with your business. You can start your business today. You have the potential to earn income as soon as you'd like to earn it. That will be entirely up to you. And the goal is, of course, that we only get paid when people order our products. So as you build this great customer base and an incredible team and organization of distribution partners that are using the products and building their customer base and distribution partners as well, there's this leadership progression that will happen that positions you to take advantage of what the company offers. So here's what I would invite you to think about as we close out tonight's call. I remember the place that I was at in my life 13 years ago when I got introduced to this as a business. I had the experience of being a day spa owner. I built a great business by referral. It was 6 days a week, 8 to 10 clients a day. I never hired any staff. I serviced those clients on my own. I had a business. I was an entrepreneur and I made great money. However, I had no quality of life. Sundays, I crashed and reset for the week. I thought I was going to improve my quality of life as an entrepreneur and went into real estate, figuring, I can work with more people in a shorter period of time and be working with multiple people at a time. The commission checks will be great because we live here in California. And yes, that's true. However, every time I closed a real estate transaction, I was unemployed until the next one. So yes, it had some great flexibility with it. However, I really never could take my foot off the gas. When I got introduced to Nu Skin and I saw a way that I could build a business in my part-time, as much or as little as I wanted, that would open me up to being able to do business, not just locally, however, globally, and all the perks that came with it, the travel, the adventures, the people that were there to invest in me and teach me how to build the business. And that all of that came with the opportunity of Nu Skin. I felt like I had to pinch myself and ask myself if it was real. 13 years later, I can tell you that it is real and that it is the best entrepreneurial experience of the three that I have had in my 20, almost coming up on 27 years as an entrepreneur. And so I invite you to get back to the person that told you about tonight and talk about what's next for you, and look forward to seeing you on the best beaches of the world, looking young and healthy and vibrant because you are consuming and using our products to the highest extent possible. Everyone, make it a great night. Thanks for being here. This is Casey Council Geha signing off.